Have you missed this sign? After I saw a video from Intimacy with God, the title say, if you see these signs, God has visited you. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever faced a situation where you needed to raise up your low emotional energy in order to keep the trust in God? Have you ever encountered a scenario where you need to clear your negative thoughts to avoid personal loss? Have you ever experienced a moment where you felt a deeper spiritual guidance that helped you overcome the challenge? If you have this question, then this video is for you. Welcome to my channel. My name is PKJohn. In this video, we are going to share the message from Intimacy with God from a special spiritual perspective, help you to unlock your faith and find your life potential. Make sure you click subscribe button below. Join our journey to find your true purpose in life. Make sure you stick to the end because we are going to share the common pitfalls most people are going to face when they have the question about the sign that God might visit you. So let's begin. Most people already saw the video, so I just go really quick about those 10 signs. Sign number 1, unexplainable peace. Sign number 2, heightened spiritual discernment. Sign number 3, unquenchable thirst for righteousness. Sign number 4, supernatural strength in weakness. Sign number 5, profound love for others. Sign number 6, unexplainable provision. Sign number 7, increased sensitivity to Holy Spirit. Sign number 8, transformation of desire. Sign number 9, supernatural healing. Sign number 10, development of unshakable faith. So let me bring up the question again. Have you ever faced a situation where you need to raise up your emotional energy in order to keep your trust in God? What do you mean by that? Recall your last challenge. When you have the low emotion time, what is your attitude? What is your emotion toward to God? Are you complaining about what is me? Or you are grateful for about God gave me the challenge for me to learn the new stuff? Just like one of the signs, unexplainable peace. In a spiritual perspective, all the negative you spread out, you attract more negative. That's why sometimes when we are in low emotion, we hit the challenge, but we just don't know why the challenge is keep expanding in a different area. Only if when we adjust back the emotion into the positive, we spread out the positive, we give out the gratitude, we give out the positive thinking, all the challenge will overcome. Have you had this kind of experience before? But we are mentioned about in a low moment. What is our emotion toward to God? Have we feel our trust has been lost in God? I believe most of you, when you watch this video, you must have some kind of the faith in God. Even in the low, you still can use your personal power, the Bible's word, to help you to increase your emotion level. But what if you don't have any way or you don't know how? How can we increase our emotion level? It is so easy. Because in the first way, we need to understand how the spiritual perspective works. Whatever you give and whatever you're going to receive. Whatever you see and whatever you are going to reap. So the easiest and the fast way to do is give your love. Share your time, share your knowledge, and share your gratitude. Why do we need to do that? Because only when you share, your focus, your mind will be pulling out from your negative emotion, and you are going to focus, help others to overcome their challenge. Even they are facing the same challenge like you, like a financial difficulty, health issue, relationship, or any other problem. Only when you focus and share your knowledge experience, try to help them to overcome, then your emotion is going to be released from all those negative thinking toward God. You are going to bring up your emotion, you are going to bring up your energy, and you are going to increase your trust in God. Only when you do that, the emotion will come along to raise up with a supernatural strength inside of your weakness. So the quick exercise is, Look around to see who needs help, who is facing a similar situation like you. Share your time, share your knowledge, share your experience, and share your love. Only when we pour ourselves from an issue, our mind will be cleared up and receive the new information, new idea, new thinking directly from the divine, from God. So let me share a short Bible story. The story of Job is a vivid illustration of divine visitation. Job faces severe trial, lost his wealth, health, and even family and child. Despite his suffering, he maintained unwavering faith and righteousness, experiencing supernatural peace and strength. He also shows profound love for others. Pray for his friend. Ultimately, God visits Job, restoring his fortunes and health, showcase signs of supernatural healing, provision, and increased sensitivity to divine wisdom. So let me ask you this question. Have you ever experienced a scenario where you need to clear up your negative thinking, negative thoughts, in order to avoid personal losses? Just like a story in a Job, we all know he is an honest man and a loyal servant for God. But why God allowed the challenge fall onto him? Lost his wealth, lost his health, lost his family. So let's recall a little bit on your last loss. Maybe it's your time, maybe it's your relationship, or maybe it's your health. Maybe you lost your direction, maybe you lost your dream. What is the belief under the situation? Are you kind of complaining to why the God put this challenge on you? Or are you kind of complaining why this happened is falling on you just like a job? But under the moment when the things happen, only this time your core belief will reveal. Are you really trust in God? Or are you just kind of trust in God but feeling in other direction? Only when the challenge happen, your core belief will reveal. Just like most of people encounter a very, very challenging situation, and the true human characteristic reveal, as we see a lot in the movie happen. When disaster, when the end of war, people are getting crazy, the real human behavior reveal. That is the core belief. What people really believe is selfishness. But what happens if the challenge is falling on you? What is your core belief? What can you analyze about your true belief in your religion, in your spiritual world, and your spiritual growth, and your personal spiritual life, and your belief toward God, the divine? Maybe the frustration, like a revenge, or never let go the pain. That's complaining God is not fair. Those is kind of very obvious reaction when we face a challenge. But what do we see in a Job's life? What do we see in a Job story? We see Job swap his negative thoughts to avoid further damage on his personal losses. He just simply trusts 100% with God, still showing his care toward to his friend. It is not easy, but it is very efficient. Job's core belief is just like your belief when you are in a young age. As a kid of the pastor, I grew up in the church. So my core belief is God is the only God. God is the one that can help us go through the challenge. And my core belief is God is the one that's prepared. That's help you to overcome any challenge to fulfill your destiny. That is my core belief. So when the challenge comes, I will always remind what I learned when I was in a young age in church. But how can we overcome when our core belief is not in the direction we are expecting? How can we turn over the core belief into the positive side? Not complaining, not revenge mind, not the holding on the pain and doesn't let it go. It is very easy. We need to be accepting our reality. We need to be appreciate, sing out of gratitude toward to our emotion. Why do we need to do that? Because when we accept and we do not feed any other emotion toward to the bad side, eventually your mind is going to be free up more space, like a solution seeking, like you're going to find the answer, like you are going to looking for the friend, find the help. Your mind is going to be free up. Instead of keep worrying, holding on your pain, thinking about the revenge, thinking about the negative side. Once you accept the reality, you are going to give the gratitude and tell those problems, tell those emotions, say, thank you for the challenge. Thank you for what I am facing right now. My core belief will help me and guide me find the answer I need. So just keep asking the question, asking why do you have this kind of belief and how can you overcome. God and the divine will guide you through the challenge, help you to find the answer step by step. So Job's core belief is not even trust in God. He also believes everything happened. That must be some kind of the purpose God allowed to falling into his life. If you have this kind of mentality, I believe you are going to be overcome any of the challenge very easy and very, very fast. So let me share you a little bit about my story. Everyone drives in the United States. Everyone must have some kind of the experience ran into an accident. As a year ago, I ran into the tailgate. And the process under the moment, I have no idea what's going on, but I hit the car and another car behind me hit my tail. So it's like a bumper to bumper. After resolving through the lawyer, after resolving with a chiropractor, car body shop, everything seems okay after a couple months. But just right at the same year, 6 months later, my car got stolen. I will say, wow, I just got my car maintained, I changed a new wheel, I changed a new parts, and my car just gone. What happened here, God? So I'm asking the question, but under the moment, my core belief is, thank you, God. Everything happened have your own purpose. Everything happened is going to be benefit for my personal growth. Under the moment, I called police, filed a report, filed the insurance, rented a car. Took me a day or two to get back into the track of the working. And surprisingly, things began to change. Insurance company giving the value for my lost car, which is higher than the market value. And my pay from the previous accident is giving me about 3 to 4 grand because of the situation. So total amount plus additional couple grand, I get another car. Under the moment, I have no idea. Why do I have to change the car? Then my company shifted their main focus from the local business, from the phone inside sales, shift into a lot of the traveling, a lot of the driving. At the moment, I realized, wow, the guidance from the divine, from God, is preparing me to facing the situation, facing the changes of my job obligation. This sounds very familiar, right? Bad thing happen right after another bad thing. So let me ask you this question. Have you ever experienced a moment where you felt a deeper spiritual guidance that's helped you overcome the challenge? As a personal story I share, it is totally a supernatural guidance. It's happened very often on me, but we need to train our spiritual eyes and to recognize it sometimes. Under the moment, we might not notice why this happened to me, but after a period of time, after a while, we look back, we just realize, wow, everything is guided by the divine, by God. So how exactly can we train our spiritual eyes, spiritual sensitivity? It is very easy. If we are a Christian, we have the devotion, we read the Bible daily, and we pray to God daily. This is just a basic step that we bring our spiritual into God's belief. This is just like a simple exercise. Devotion reading Bible can help us to get closer connection and understand God's will. But in our daily life, this is not enough for us to open our spiritual eyes. As a spiritual perspective, everything is guided by emotion. And all the emotion bring up energy. All the energy bring up your action. And the action bring up your result. So with a basic devotion reading Bible to get closer to God's will, it's not going to be enough. We need to expand our mind, expand our experience, expand our knowledge, increase our tools. We need to learn new way. We need to learn how to train our spiritual eyes. Most of people already have the idea that I mentioned. The most common one people talking about, of course, is going to be the meditation. You can stay quiet, silently waiting, and ask the question when your mind is clear. Under the moment when you ask the question, your mind is going to be attract the answer for you. While we are sitting silently and waiting for God's voice, our mind is going to be very, very quiet and clear. We don't have any thinking, either on the positive or the negative. Under the moment, we can ask the question, we can ask the guidance, we can ask anything we want. But here's the key. Once you ask the question, God will begin to deliver an answer to you. In a modern society, we have so many ways to receive the information. Something like a sign, an advertising on the freeway. Something like a repeated number 111 222 323. Something like your environment is pushing you to the direction that you never think before. Those ways are just one of the examples. God is supernatural. God is very powerful. He can use a lot of the way to answer the question. Sometimes He will give you a suggest video when you watch the YouTube. Sometimes He will give you the book to read. Sometimes He will give you urgentness, want to find someone to talk. Those kind of feeling is basically built onto your emotion. And those emotions, of course, will guiding you to take action with the energy. Once you fit your energy in the positive side, take action, you follow the answer, follow the guidance. Then you're going to receive the result, receive the reply from the God's guidance. So make sure you can begin your exercise. Meditation, stay silent, get a deeper prayer, get a place is very quiet, then begin to make a conversation. Begin to write down your journal, then ask the question, waiting for the answer. Ask the question, waiting for the answer. Step by step, God, supernatural, the divine, will guide you through all the challenge that you are facing. Alright, now let's get into the common pitfalls most people facing today when they are questioning about a sign or whether God already visit or not. As usual, leave your comment below. Bring up your pitfalls. Maybe we have the different pitfalls ideas. Bring up for the discussion. Are you ready for the pitfalls? Okay, the common pitfalls most people going to face when they have the question about the sign whether God already visit or not is they have a closed-minded. This is a common issue. Most people have their own thinking. Most people have their own belief. When a new thing come in front of them, they ignore it. They are not open-minded to learn the new stuff, the new information, the new knowledge. They're still holding on their cognition. This is a very, very bad habit because in a modern society, things change so fast. Emotion flow on the internet is so many. But how can you overcome this obstacle? Just keep learning. Learn is the way we lost as our habit after we graduate from school. Learning is a way that can bring us into the different dimension of our lifestyle and our life purpose. Learning is also the way of the key that's open the door for us to improve and get any dream, any goal that we want. But if you close-minded, you are not learning the new stuff, you still getting hold on your own knowledge, your traditional way. Of course, when God gives you the answer, when God replies to your question, you are not going to see it. Your spiritual eyes is going to be closed. This is a very important part. In the spiritual perspective, this is so important because if you close your spiritual eyes, whatever you are praying, whatever you are trying to understand God's will, whatever you are meditation, you are questioning about the answer, you are questioning about your purpose, you're questioning about your challenge. God is very hard to reply you with the answer you are expecting. Because God is always using a different way to reply your question. So make sure you avoid a mistake. Closed-minded is not a good sign to open up your spiritual eyes. You will need to open up and tell yourself, everything that show in front of me is benefit me. Everything happen in my life is benefit to my goal and my purpose. Anything happen in my life is in purposely push me into my destiny. If you avoid these pitfalls, close-minded, I'm sure you're going to find your true life purpose and your life potential. In the last part of the video, I always love to share my dream in the interpreted my dream. How is my dream connect into my real life? Because we know the unconscious in the dream is the way that communicate with our conscious life, with our reality, sometimes give our prediction of the future. So today's dream is a little long. I'm dreaming I am a part of the missing person. This character of me is beginning to run away from the people who is trying to capture us. And this long journey, I have hard time to find a safety place. So I was running till I found a safety spot. Okay? But under the moment, there is the group of people. They are trying to matching up the population. And those people found my personal identity is not matching to the population, to the person they are. It's not matching to the population. So I have to leave this safety place. I went through the tunnel, I went through the undergrounds, and I went into a place. Looks like there's a stair. There is a stair going down. And when the scene changed, I found another people who have the similar situation like me, missing person. Okay, so we are trying to using. So all three of us is trying to using our own way to fulfill this missing piece. What kind of missing piece is this? I don't know. But the missing piece in the dream is make me feel like we are trying to fulfill the record of the population, like a history record. we are not supposed to be there, but we try to make up something to fill this hole. But somehow we try, it's really hard to make up this hole till the creator show up. The creator of the world begin to help us to fulfill this missing piece. After the whole has been processed and fulfilling, I share my experience from the manga. Okay, I have no idea, but the history I learned from the manga finally fulfill the last piece of this history, of this missing population box. Okay, it's kind of weird dream. Missing population, my personal identity, and I run away from a safety place because of the check-in. Alright, this is how it's interpreted in the dream. Missing person and the journey of runaway. What is this interpreted? What is this mean? This might representing in my direction. Some area is lost, and my identity is so vague, is not clear. So I'm running away. This presenting I'm trying to run away from the limitation. This could be the pressure, could be the fear, or could be my past shadow from the outside of the world. And the second part, tunnel, underground stair. This might representing inside of my deeper heart. I'm seeking for the change. And this also representing my unconscious mind. I try to go through the dark. I try to go through the darkness with uncertainty. And the stair is meaning I am doing in. The stair mean everything is in the progress. This is my hint. I am overcome my challenge step by step toward to the different dimension of me. And the next part of the dream, the wrong identity and the missing history record. I found myself is not the person they are expecting. This hint my personal identity, my doubt about my past experience. I will need to reanalyze this. I will need to analyze again. And the missing part of the history. This might representing the unsolving problem, unsolving mission, and the unsolving experience, emotion. And the next part, I am cooperate with the creator. Creator is the high wisdom with power. This could represent inner self with a higher dimension of me, spiritual guidance. Try to help me to fulfill the part. Try to help me to fulfill the missing part. And I'm accepting the power, wisdom's guidance to help me to complete the record. And the last part, the history with the manga, full with the creativity. Manga history representing a creativity, not a traditional thinking. That's my representing. I'm going to using a whole new angle to see the issue. Finally, I will using this creativity to fulfill and complete the missing piece. Wow, that's a long dream and a long interpretation. Now, let's try to connect back with my reality. This dream probably happened in the first week of January, where I just start the new channel, new podcast. And the topic in the beginning, I'm trying to focus on the pastor message, try to share the message through the spiritual perspective. So I'm trying to looking for my identity, my position into my position on this YouTube community. I try to find my audience, and I'm trying to seeking the new way to communicate. The dream happened under the moment. I have no idea what does that mean. But as today, February 16, I look back, I realize, okay, the challenge that I'm facing and the help I have today and the process I'm moving forward is actually revealed little by little. It's telling me that back in January when I have this dream, I has been telling maybe in the future while I'm working toward to this channel, I'm going to using a lot of help from the outside source, maybe from a personal coach, maybe from the new information, or from any tools that I can get online. So as the reality, I feel the dream is trying to tell me a while ago my purpose, my destiny, and my personal identity in this YouTube community is going to increase, is going to improve little by little with the outside helper. And also I'm going to make my direction much clearer with the message I'm sharing. So the dream back in January is actually telling me what happened today. Like I got a personal coach about the YouTube. I learned a new technique about running a YouTube channel. I learning the new way, adjust a new way to make the content. All kind of stuff is come from the outside source help. And the missing identity, I'm getting much clearer after so many videos I have been making in the past 2 months. So this is pretty much about the dream and my reality. If you learned something today, make sure you click thumbs up and share to your friend if they are in a journey of finding their life potential. And make sure you click subscribe button below, join our community to find your true purpose in life. We will come out 3 videos a week, share the past message, wisdom's message, elders message through spiritual perspective of view, help you to unlock your faith and find your true purpose in life. My name is PK John. I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye bye.